The government takes a very strict approach when granting approvals for foreigners to own landed residential properties in Singapore mainland. Under this regime, applicants must be a Singapore permanent resident or PR for at least 5 years and must have made exceptional economic contribution to Singapore. This is assessed considering factors like income tax contributions to Singapore. We also consider whether applicants have a strong Singapore nexus. For example, PRs with children who have served national service and who have demonstrated strong commitment to Singapore. These factors point towards an applicant's connection to Singapore and their long-term commitment and contribution to Singapore. The number of approvals granted to foreigners to acquire landed residential properties in Singapore mainland under the RPA remains low. In 2020, 2021, and 2022, 24, 51, and 34 approvals were granted in each year, respectively, to PRs to own landed residential property on Singapore mainland. This should be seen in contrast with our total landed housing stock of more than 73,000 properties and average annual transaction volume of more than 2,700 landed properties on Singapore mainland over the same period. For the second category of landed residential property, which are those in Sentosa Cove, some of the restrictions are lifted to allow foreigners to buy them. Sentosa Cove was developed as a unique world-class integrated waterfront development aimed at international clientele. Hence, foreigners who are non-PRs may acquire landed residential properties in Sentosa Cove and approvals are generally granted. So to reiterate, the 8 landed residential properties issued with the prohibition of disposal orders are all at Sentosa Cove, where some RPA restrictions are lifted. None are landed residential properties on the mainland, where the approval criteria are much stricter. The rest are non-landed units which can be purchased by foreigners. Hence, the requirements of the Residential Property Act have been met.